Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, this is Blueberry. So today we will be reviewing the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher, which includes the fine print, terms and conditions, and the final offer. I want to give you guys a quick summary on this series. So, the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher is a contemporary romance series that follows three billionaire brothers, Rowan, Declan, and Callahan Kane, as they navigate love, family expectations, and their inheritance. So let's start with the first book in the series, which is The Fine Print. So Rowan Kane is an executive at Dreamland, a Disneyland-inspired theme park, and has always been seen as cold and ruthless. After his grandfather's death, he and his brothers must complete a specific task to secure their inheritance. So Rowan's task: overhaul Dreamland and improve creativity. That's where Zahra comes in, an optimistic, passionate Dreamland employee who submits a bold idea after a drunken night. Rowan promotes her to work closely with him, but their opposite attract dynamic turns into something deeper. Now, for the tropes, you'll see grumpy, sunshine, workplace romance, forced proximity, opposite attract, touch her and you die, and slow burn. Now, as usual, moving forward to the Goodreads review, so you don't have to do that. This is a 5-star review by Larissa. Obsessed doesn't even begin to cover my feelings towards Rowan and Zahra. The way I had butterflies throughout the entire book. That man would literally smile and I'd absolutely lose it. This book was the perfect mix of magical, romantic, and spicy. Picture Disneyland, but with a little bit of freak, no? Rowan can run over my entire family and I thank him. I adored the representation of mental health, disabilities, and different ethnicities. The epilogue plus the extended epilogue had me in chokehold. BRB while I count down the days for Declan and Iris's book to come out. Now, for the 3 stars review by Kezia, I tolerate you more than most people, that's why I want to date you. Ah, so romantic. Did I think I'd like this one? Honestly, wasn't sure. I think this was a satisfactory experience. I got what I expected and a little bit more. The story's characters and settings were the main highs for me. Zahra and Rowan brought something different into each other's lives, and I like how Asher showed how much they learned from each other by the end. I recommend it if you like the bad boy, grumpy with sunshine, good girl trope. Now, moving forward to the 1-star review by Lay. 30-year-old man magically learns human decency after meeting pretty girl. So, yeah, that's the 1-star review. I want to add some honorable mentions here because they made me laugh. So, we have I Need to Stop Believing My For You page. He's literally Elon Musk. First mistake was trusting book talk. 1.5. If you want to fuck Walt Disney, please keep it to yourself. So these honestly cracked me up. That's why I wanted to mention that. Now, for the aesthetic, as usual, I wanted to give you something, an idea of what you're diving into. So take a minute to, get to know the vibe of the book. For my review, I actually enjoyed this book surprisingly so. The idea of the will and each brother having their own role to fulfill was really intriguing. I will admit that the tension between Rowan and Zahra leading to the moment he couldn't resist kissing her felt a bit far-fetched. However, it didn't take away from my overall enjoyment of the story. I really loved Zahra's character and how she brought light into Rowan's life. Yes, it's corny, and no, it's not the best book out there. But if you love Grumpy versus Sunshine, workplace romance, and a story set in a fairy tale inspired theme park, this book is definitely for you. And I gave it a 4-star rating. For the second book, Terms and Conditions, Declan Kane, the eldest brother, must get married to become CEO of the family empire. His assistant, Iris, who has secretly loved him for years, steps in as his fake fiancée when his original plan falls apart. Their arrangement starts as business deal, but as they spend more time together, real feelings emerge. Declan, used to control and distance, struggles to open up, while Iris is determined to show him love is worth the risk. Now, for the tropes, kind of like the first book, Grumpy versus Sunshine, fake date into real love, forced proximity, marriage of convenience, touch her and you die, and slow burn. Now, moving forward to the Goodread reviews, this is also a 5-star review by Larissa. I'm sure you already know this, but Iris and Declan served y'all. Let's just say workplace romance, boss, employee, marriage of convenience, fake dating, and more. Iris was the baddest, a hardworking, funny, intelligent boss bitch. She's everything we all want to be, and Declan, the grumpiest fictional man with a soft spot for our MC. Also, interracial couple, the diversity we all want, it gave. It gave. The codes, the friendships, the spice, the love, the groveling. This book had everything and more. Let me shut up. Just read it. Also, the little bits we got of Rowan and Zahra sent me over the edge. My fine print heart cried. There's nothing I want more than to turn a house into a home with you. Moving forward to the 3 stars review by Mio, this book was so unserious, like there's no way the author is this corny. I enjoyed Declan and Iris, the jealousy scenes, and the banter, but oh my god, was the dialogue corny as hell. Like, I feel as though the author should work on that. I can't take her seriously otherwise. Moving forward to the 1 star review by Sanya, Declan annoyed me so much with his rudeness and whiplash of his moods. Please attend therapy for your daddy issues. Iris was sweet, and she didn't deserve to be belittled like that for all the years she worked for Declan. So, this is the aesthetic of this book. So, going for my review, if you liked What's Wrong with Mrs. Kim and if you've watched it, you'll definitely enjoy this book. It has a similar vibe and context. Declan is pressured to marry and have a child in order to secure his shares and position as CEO of Dreamland. His only solution, marrying his secretary Iris, who volunteers for the job since no one else is willing to. I still don't understand how she put up with him for so long or why she agreed to marry him where there was seemingly nothing in it for her, let alone have a child with him. I needed a stronger reason for it to feel more believable, but aside from that, it was a nice romantic read. The chemistry between them was amazing, and the overall story was engaging, so that's why I gave it 4 stars. Now, moving forward to the third book in the series, which is The Final Offer, Callahan, known as Cal Kane, is the black sheep of the family, struggling with addiction and self worth. His inheritance requires him to sell the lake house where he spent childhood summers, but it comes with a catch. His ex, Alana, still lives there with her daughter. The book alternates between past and present, revealing their history and deep connection. Cal must prove he's changed while battling his demons, and Alana has to decide if she can trust him again. Now, for the tropes, we will see Grumpy versus Sunshine, second chance romance, forced proximity, single mom, boy falls first and harder, redemption arc. Now, for the 5 stars review on Goodread, this one's by Jessica. Trigger warning for substance abuse. To say I'm obsessed with this book is an understatement. Oh my gosh, I love Cal so much. This is second chance romance. Cal is so different from the other two heroes, and this romance was fun but also so emotional and heartbreaking. I can't tell you much more about the book without spoiling anything, so just know that it is long and slow burn but so worth the wait. I never felt like the book was slow, and I was just obsessed with the romance. And I loved seeing the other brothers and their significant others in this book. This was such a perfect conclusion and by far my favorite of the series. For the 3 stars review by Charlotte, I loved the first book, the second was good, but this one didn't compare. The best bit was when they finally got together and they took Cammy to Dreamland. That was so cute. The last 20-ish pages I really didn't like, especially when Cal said, but here at Lake Wisteria, I'm just Cal, a somewhat normal guy who likes reading books, tipping people well, and spending time with his family. The 1 star review is by Mal. I'm sorry if I wanted to hear about a man's struggles, I would go out and get myself a boyfriend. Please keep these tortured soul narratives to yourself. Sad because the other two books laid so hard and this gave me blue balls. You know what's not sexy? Alcoholism. Now I have to disagree because they weren't trying to make it sexy. Anyway, going for the aesthetics, so you'd get the vibe. Now, for my review, I love the story. It was just as endearing as the others for me. While I do think the book was a bit long and some chapters could have been cut, I understand why it needed that length. One of the things I appreciated most was how addiction was handled. Kyle didn't just wake up one day and stop being an alcoholic because he found Alana. He went through so much to become sober, and that journey felt raw and real. The book did an incredible job addressing addiction, something many people struggle with, and actually nailing it. I also loved seeing Ka grow into an amazing father even when he never believed he could be one. As for Alana, I adored her. She was such a relatable character, a great mother, and a beautifully layered person. Overall, this book felt real, like you were watching two actual people fight their battles, face their past, and come out of it stronger together. So that's why I gave it 4 stars. So that would be all for this series. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Like this video for more content like this. Do let me know your thoughts about this series in the comment section. Subscribe to become part of the Berries community. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Have a happy reading, everyone. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for watching. As usual, I'm going to be linking here a cover made by me to this series because it's reminded me of it. So if you would like to see this series through my eyes, go ahead and give this cover a listen. This is Stay a Little Longer, originally by Rosé of Blackpink.